Hey, we're live. I wasn't sure if we are gonna make it at all this week because I was driving up to Talkeetna, which is what you see behind me, and it's beautiful. But it's gonna be abbreviated tonight because, yeah, just got here and are getting situated. So, but I'm sure a few of you will jump on soon. There's somebody. Hey, tick tick, is this thing on? Yes, it is on, sort of. Yeah, it's almost Thanksgiving for those of you in the U.S. So this isn't specifically my parents' house, but this is a cabin they have on their property. We're gonna stay up for the next couple of days and hang out with my parents and celebrate Thanksgiving here in the United States. So, but driving up here today was a little bit of a challenge, so we finally made it. I feel like those lights are too bright. I'm gonna change this around a little bit. Let's see if I can, maybe that'll work. Is that better? Yeah, that's a little better. There we go. So, let's see. Lambo, I saw you were here. Who else is here? I see 9 people watching. So say hi in the chat if you're here watching. It's a cool place. It is a very cool place. And actually, you can stay here. They do this. This is one of their Airbnb cabins, which is very cool. Greetings from the Netherlands. Hey, Marcel, Alex, Eliza, Lambo. Hey, Jake. Made it to Rent Yourself, Duluth, Minnesota. Nice. Happy Thanksgiving, Dark Eagle. I'm great. And yeah, hopefully you are as well. I'm going to see if I can. Here we go. This is what, thank you, LoomCube, for, I would say sponsoring this video, but they didn't sponsor this video, but they are making it so that I can, what is that, probably 3200, there we go. So that I can use a, holy crap, that's bright. That should work. Get a light on this. Hey, One Vision Aerial. There we go, that's better. That's way better. Happy Thanksgiving. So yeah, to everybody who is in the United States, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're going to have a great one and go enjoy it with family. Hey, Alaska VFX. Yeah, well, real quick, before we jump into the whole stream here, I do want to show you because, so there, that is Denali, the tallest peak in North America, 20,320 feet. And you have 104 acre over here. And then it was an absolutely spectacular sunset tonight, but that is over. And now it's just the afterglow. So, and this picture here is a picture of the summit of Denali. And what you can't see is there's 2 figures right, let me see, right here, there are 2 people. And one of those people is my dad. He climbed it when he was 20. And so it's pretty cool. So great view, agreed. It is fantastic. So did I miss anybody? Anyway, it's good to see you all here. Hopefully you're all doing well. There was some things I wanted to talk about, and I'm trying to remember what they were now. Yeah, I don't remember what they are, but whatever. Oh, yeah. I got a video coming soon. One is the Black Friday deals and Cyber Monday deals for filmmakers, photographers, especially drone pilots. And then another one is the Freewell sent me, oh gosh, did I bring them? I'm pretty sure I brought them because I was going to make a video about them. But maybe I forgot them. Oh, I think I forgot them. Dang it. Anyway, Freewell sent me their wide and anamorphic lenses for the Mini 3 Pro, which is very cool. And yeah, I've been having fun with those, working with the working with him at putting together a review video. I know I saw in the 80s as a kid. Still the literature. Nice, Lambo. James Smith Films, yes. So the activity is supposed to be high tonight, tomorrow night, and the night after that. So I will be going out to try and capture them. I brought this camera with me, the Sony A1. So I'm curious to work with this in Astro and go out and capture northern lights with it. Hopefully, it's really clear out. So if they're out tonight, it should be a great night to see it. The video of the chopper flying through the valley was awesome. You put on IG. You get so lost. Oh man, that place was so incredible. And then yeah, having a subject like Lee with her helicopter there, who's willing to do that stuff with me, to do aerial stuff with me, was just premium. It's absolutely fantastic. Live stream it, Stan. It might be kind of hard. I don't have everything I need to live stream. That would be cool though. Oh, I probably could do that with the A7S III. If I had HDMI and stuff with me to be able to actually get it on a computer, that would be cool. Hey, Harris. Hey, Andre. You bought the Avata ProView bundle. Awesome, Eric. That should be a good one. Yes, I did Alaska VFX, and that's one of the things I'm putting together a video about is the stuff like that. Those portable SSDs, SD cards. There's some amazing deals for filmmakers, especially people who do drone stuff, on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And so I'm putting together a video out there to just make sure, if you need stuff, great. If you don't, then don't buy it. I'm a big believer in don't spend money you don't have to. But yeah. So hopefully you get some more Aurora footage. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. 21.8. Yes, James Smith, the 21.8. Oh crap! I didn't bring my 24. Crap! I meant to bring my 24 1.4 and I forgot. Dang it! Oh well. It's still the 21.8 is a great Astro lens as well. Just not quite as good as the 24 1.4, but I mean it's 6 and 1/2 dozen. So you finally got a cinema camera. You got the FX30? Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Where are you that is still light out? So it's 4:30 here, a little after 4:30. The sun set about 26 minutes ago. And so I'm up near a town called Talkeetna in Alaska. So yeah, and that's the afterglow, or the alpenglow after sunset there. Dark Eagle. So this is my parents' place, but this is a cabin that they Airbnb in the summer, and it's up in Talkeetna area. Look for Mike Sloan, something like that. I know it's on Airbnb. I just don't remember. This is called the Denali Overlook on Airbnb. Alaska VFX. I have so many of those little SSDs now. It's ridiculous, but they are fantastic. One, they're fast, so you can offload footage from camera cards and stuff, and then store it really quick. But also, Lambo, yes, I am. If you watched all the way to the end, I'm there in an Easter egg on the Ken Dono's video about the OcuSync 3 Air unit. Original Dono's video. So anyway, those SSDs are great. You can edit 4K footage directly off them. So I've got, 6, 7 of them now. I've got 3 1 terabytes. I have 2 terabytes and 2 4 terabytes. And if you can get 2 terabytes, if you don't get less than 2 terabytes, 2 terabytes goes much faster than you think. 4 terabytes is fantastic. But I also understand that the 4 terabytes that's getting expensive. So, and the main reason I use 4 terabytes over the 2 terabyte models is because I'm working with raw footage from cinema cameras. I'm working with ProRes from the Mavic 3 Cine and the Inspire. So that takes up a lot more space really fast. And now I have a FX6 as well. So occasionally I'll be using that with ProRes stuff and raw. So anyway, yeah. Raphael, thank you for the video on 20 to 40 millimeter. You're welcome. A7C, awesome. It's a great lens. So many good lenses. I put that video, well, so I bought the Sony 16 to 35 f4 power zoom lens, which is also a great lens, but the 20 to 40, obviously it's better low light. It's just a really great lens to run around with. I think the 16 to 35 Sony f4, it's a little sharper. It's marginally better image quality, maybe. But even that's like, but you get the low light and the extra reach with the Tamron 20. And like 20 millimeters is great. I can sit here and handhold the camera 20 millimeters out, my arm's length, and that's a perfect distance for vlogging. Now I'm tall, I have pretty long arms, but yeah, 20 millimeters is like, I think 18 to 20 millimeters is like the perfect lens for this kind of stuff where I'm talking to the camera, running around vlogging, that sort of thing. I think those are about perfect. So glad to hear you picked one up. What's the oldest drone I have in my life? Dark Eagle. What is the oldest drone I have? Honestly, right now, it's probably the Skydio 2. I sold my Air 2S. I sold my Mavic 2 Pro. I don't have an Air 2 anymore. I gave my Mini 2 away. So I think it's probably the Skydio 2 is the oldest drone in my setup. Unless you count FPV drones, and then I've got an FPV drone that's probably 4 or 5 years old. Oh, really? Yeah, maybe not even that old. Actually, no, because that one went in the river, or in the lake. Yeah. Anyway, so this is Wednesday night. If you have questions, this is the place to ask them. The whole reason I try and do this live stream as often as I can is because it gives us the chance to have more of a conversation rather than just me trying to answer you once in the comments and then never hearing from me again, because I never get follow-up questions after that. So if you have questions, ask in the chat like other people have been doing. I'll do my best to answer them. Other people in the chat will do their best to answer it too, because there's some really cool people in the chat as well. And yeah, see if we can't help you figure out, answers to whatever you need, whether it's about equipment you're thinking about purchasing, or what would I recommend for a first this or first that, or, something you're troubleshooting. That works too. So Jackson's, you asked me this last week, but do you think the Sony ZV-E10 is a good camera over the A6400? Yes, I do, Jackson Drones. And I do for a couple of reasons. One, it has the flip out screen, which I much prefer. The built-in mic in the ZV-E10 is actually totally useful by itself. That is, the ZV-E10 and the ZV-1 are the two cameras that I would say you don't absolutely need an external microphone. The built-in mic is really good. Sony did a great job with it. If you haven't watched my review of the ZV-E10, you should definitely do that, because it's a great camera. What else? It does have some downsides, but honestly, it has better color science. The colors out of the ZV-E10 are much better than the A6400, right? That's what you're at? Yeah, the A6400. And I think the ZV-E10 has active stabilization too, which the A6400 does not have. So absolutely, I would absolutely recommend it over the other one. I'm gonna see if I can break the internet here. Oh, it did join. Okay, I was gonna try and tether to my phone while I'm doing this. So, and there's not a lot of bandwidth up here, so it could be very challenging. Pretty sure the Sony ZV-E10. Let me check that real quick, because I can't remember. I had one for a while and I really liked it. It was a great camera. The only downside is it's not weather sealed. And so you need to be careful of that. But the A6400 was weather sealed, just not very well. So, and it definitely has better autofocus. And then, the background defocus thing, which is, it is what it is. Let me see here. Yeah, it has active steady shot. So that right there makes it a much, much better. Plus it's cheaper. So absolutely 100% go with the Sony ZV-E10. And then get the Tamron 11 to 20 or the 17 to 70 from Tamron. either one of those lenses is great. If you were only going to get one, I would say get the Tamron 17 to 70 because it has stabilization also built into the lens, which complements the active stabilization. And then and you get a lot of focal reach between those two. Any good lenses for the Sony A7 III? You plan on buying a new one, Alex? Do you plan on buying a new A7 III or like a new one? Or would you, because honestly, I mean, the A7 III is a great camera, don't get me wrong. But if you can go the extra mile, I would get the A7 IV. It significantly improves over the A7 III. If you can't, I totally understand. I mean, like I'm selling an A7 IV, my A7 IV used on Gear Focus for, right now I have my A7 IV, and I have a bunch of gear listed on Gear Focus right now. But my A7 IV I've listed for $2,500, but that includes a lens, either the 17 to 28 or the 28 to 75, one of those lenses. And then it also includes the Tamron, the Sennheiser MKE 400 on-camera microphone, and then it's like 2 batteries and a small rig cage and stuff like that. But I also would sell just the camera body by itself with the cage, 2 batteries, and the charger for $2,000, I think. So anyway, if anybody's interested in some used gear, I've got some on Gear Focus. That'd be great. So, but the A7 III is great. Just if you can, I would get. Yeah, Harrison Family Vlogs. Yeah, you know all about the A7 IV because you've done a bunch of that stuff. Or the 6400. You got them both. Yeah, the Sigma 16 1.4 is a really great one too. Okay, where did the question go about the A7 III? So Alex, any of the Tamron lenses, the 28 to 75, the 17 to 28, the 28 to 200, those are all really good lenses for the A7 III, depending on what you're wanting to shoot with them. I would do any of those. Yeah, that's where I go. I mean, any Sony lenses too are really great, but those are what I would recommend. The 28 to 75, the 17 to 28, and either like the 17 to 28 and the 28 to 200 is a great combo, or the 17 to 28 and the 28 to 75. Those are the lenses I would jump with. Norman, wonder why it's cheaper. Let's see, got the DJI Air 2S, William. Awesome. That's a great drone. Sigma 24 to 70 f2.8 Dobra. That's a good lens too. I haven't used it much. The only reason I'm not on to a lot of the Sigma lenses is they're generally pretty big and heavy, which for me is a no-go purely because I just am carrying this stuff on my back so much. And then early on, but I believe they fixed it, early on the Sigma 24 to 70 had some real issues sucking dust into the lens. I believe they fixed that now, but that's why I didn't recommend them as much. Yeah. So if anybody wants some used gear, check out Gear Focus. Look up Jake Sloan on Gear Focus. I don't even know how you look me up, to be honest. I wonder if you can. I've never even thought about that. So, one vision aerial, wealth of information. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Soak up all great vision. Appreciate that, man. I thank you very much. I appreciate that. Not been flying long at all. Newbie there, William. Definitely watch a lot of my videos. There was a great series that Jevin Dovey and I put out together called like 30 mistakes new drone pilots make or something like that. Nope, that's not. Anyway, you can't just look up Jake Sloan, but if you look up like Sony A7 IV, let's see. Yeah, if you look up Sony A7, mine is the first listing that pops up there. So anyway, yeah. So if you, I would definitely recommend watching lots of videos and then following, like I have the, learning to, or beginning How to Fly Drones for Beginners video. Watch that and go out and do it. Do the stuff I tell you to do in there a lot. And then it's practice. It's a lot of practice, but you'll get there for sure. So. Anyway, I am moving parts on a job that's coming up here. So Dober, why am I selling my A7 IV? Okay, so I love the A7 IV. It is a fantastic camera. I purchased the A1 recently, and I don't need both. So I'm putting together a video. I'm almost done with it. It might be out next week. But comparing the A7 IV to the A1 and the reasons why I went from the A7 IV to the A1, they're very specific. I really think the A7 IV is probably the best camera for most people because it's great photos, really good video, just a solid all-around performer. It's fantastic. The reason that I went with the A1, which is a ridiculously expensive camera, honestly, it just is because there are a lot of times when I can only take one camera, and I need that camera to be able to do everything. So the trade-off is you don't get the flip out around screen. It only flips out that way, and which is a little bit of a bummer. And there's a couple of other trade-offs too that you don't get, like the A7 IV switch up here to be able to switch between photo and video modes is the best. That is one of the best design features. But for me, being able to have pretty much any video features, 4K 120, 8K even, which I don't use very often, but occasionally I do, and then the 50 megapixel stills all in one camera, that's why I'm selling my A7 IV. I don't need both. I mean, well, that, and I just purchased an FX6 that I've had on order for forever. So I now have an A7S III, which is still a great camera and I love it. And the only reason I'm not selling the A7S III and keeping the A7 IV is the A7S III is still a way better low light camera in crazy low light, like going out to film myself in pitch black to film the Northern Lights, which I'll be doing more of in this channel soon. So basically it comes down to, like, I have an FX6 for dedicated video stuff. I have the A7S III, great video camera, decent photo camera. I have the A7 IV, fantastic hybrid camera, probably one of the best hybrid cameras on the market. And then the A1. I don't need the A1 and the A7 IV, but because the A1 does higher quality photos for when I get hired to do photo work, and it has all the video modes built into one single camera, I'm sticking with the A1, even though I lose the flip out screen, which is a big deal. And I waited to buy the A1 to see what Sony released on the A7R5, because I thought, well, if they release enough features in the A7R5, I'll just go that route. But fantastic photo camera, they cut some of the video features. It doesn't have a 8K 30, which is not a big deal. I didn't care about that so much, but it doesn't have 4K 120 or HD 240, which I do use both of those occasionally. And so, yeah, so I went with the A1 over the A7R5 because of that reason, although the A7R5 looks fantastic. Anyway, so that's why I'm selling the A7 IV. I have a ridiculous amount. I have way more cameras than I'll ever need. The most cameras I've ever needed and usually ever need are 3. And that's for an interview setup between 2 people where I'm doing a camera, which is both people in the frame, a wide shot, and then a B and a C camera, which is the tight shots of each person. I have never needed more than 3 cameras for a shoot like that, and that's usually what I need. I mean, I could see a scenario where maybe you need 4, but if that happens, I will rent a camera or something like that. So anyway, hopefully that makes sense. Let's see, blah, 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 blah. Holy crap. Okay. A Mavic Mini 3 and the DJI Air 2S, which one would I personally pick? I would probably lean, well, I sold the Air 2S and kept the Mini 3, so that's probably your answer there, Jackson's Drones. I still like the Air 2S image quality better than the Mini 3, But the Mini 3 is a better fit for me for what I do when I'm like really going out and hiking and stuff. I honestly, the Mavic 3 goes with me a lot more than you would think because of that. I just realized I can open the chat on my computer and not have to worry about this. Let me do that. Let me do this. You know, the only issue is now is I'll be looking away from the computer, but that's okay. You all are cool. So, okay, there we go. Now I can see the chat. That's awesome. Let's see. Hey, Kevin, good to see you. Let's see. Last one or two. Mini 3, got that one. Working on your next interviews at your workplace. Lakeland celebrates volunteers. Special needs. Awesome. Fantastic, Kevin. That sounds cool. Let's see. You're welcome, Dobra. Dark Eagle, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. Appreciate it. Happy Thanksgiving. What time is it? Oh, yeah. I'm going to wrap the stream up because it's 5, and I know Original Dobo starts his stream about now. So, but yeah, I did want to stream tonight. It just took a little bit longer to get here than I anticipated. So it delayed the start of the stream till now. Lambo. Yeah, the Mini 3 is great until you start getting into wind, and then it definitely has the bobble, you know, the buffeting and stuff. But honestly, if it was down to, let's see, what is the Air 2S cost? Let's see. If it was down to, for me, I've been debating about whether to buy a Mavic Classic just so I could do a review on it. I'm like, good Lord, I don't need another Mavic. I have a Mavic Standard, I have a Mavic Cine, I don't need a Mavic Classic too. But I might do a review on it anyway, and not actually get one, just to let you know my thoughts. But okay, so Mavic Classic, $1,600. What's an Air 2S? $1,000. Well, $1,300 with the Fly More combo. I mean, honestly, if you could afford it, I would highly recommend the Mavic Classic because the image quality out of the Mavic is so good. And the flight time you're going to get and all of that, it's just, yeah, get the Mavic alone, which, are they selling that yet? Drone only, $1,400. Oh, they are. Oh, that's cool. Right? Are they? Oh, it's still reserved. They're not shipping it yet. Anyway, but yeah, the Mavic Classic is the route I would go if you can. If you can't, the Air 2S is great, and that's fine. But yeah, if you can do the Mavic Classic, absolutely. You wish getting rid of the Mini 2, yours in 65 feet of water in the river channel. Oh, dang. So sorry to hear that, One Vision. Yeah, I gave my Mini 2 away to somebody. But One Vision. Would you be interested in a Mini 3? Because I have been thinking about selling it. I haven't been using it very much because I've been just doing the Mavic 3 for everything. Anyway, if One Vision Arrow, if you're interested in my Mini 3, shoot me a DM on Instagram or Twitter or something. Get in touch with me, one of those spots, because yeah. Anyway, do that, and we'll see. I'm not 100% certain, but I haven't used it for a while, and I hate to see things sitting around not using it. So the Mini 2, I gave to a friend who lost his drone and needed a drone, and so yeah, I just gave it away. The Mini 3, I could be willing. Anyway, so yeah, if you're interested in that One Vision Arrow, shoot me a message. Hey, Mark H. I might be going out tonight or tomorrow night to try and do some Astro and Aurora stuff because they've been very active, and it's clear, which it hasn't been clear for days, so it's exciting. Anyway, Let's see. Happy Thanksgiving. Awesome, William. Good job. And thank you for watching a bunch of my videos. I appreciate it. I do appreciate that a lot. So let's see. Dobra, you saw some of my videos shot in Chicago. Do I come there often? Oh, you live in? Oh, cool. Nice, Dobra. I do come through there a lot. That seems to be a major hub for me for travel. Doesn't mean I'm necessarily there much, as some of the other guys that live in Chicago area can tell you that like I'm through there a lot. It doesn't mean I have any time or that I'm actually there for very long. I am, one vision area was somebody I got to meet there. It was awesome. It was so much fun hanging out with you guys. But it's very rare that I have any time to do anything because usually I'm like, I come in and land on a morning flight because I fly overnight from Alaska. And then I might have, once it was 2 hours and I got on my next flight to go to my next, but Chicago has been kind of my like hub for travel because either I can drive from there to a lot of places or I land there and then it's easy to fly to other places. And so, and through most of the year, Alaska Airlines has a direct flight from Anchorage to Chicago overnight. So that makes it easy for me to travel to and from it because there's a direct flights. But anyway, Stan Williams, don't forget to stream it. I'm telling you, man, the only thing I can stream it with is my phone, and that will not cut it unless it's like an unbelievably crazy display of the Aurora. But you will see it like in the video of the Aurora, or in the video comparing the A1 to the A7 IV coming up soon. You'll see it as captured by an A1, I guess I should say. So yeah. Let's see. That will be fine, Stan. All right, I'll see what I can do. Anyway, John K, thank you. Appreciate it. Awesome. Glad to hear it, man. It's I always appreciate that. Kind words are appreciated. Oh, that's the one vision. I'm looking forward to it too. I don't know what I'll get, but you never know. It'll be cool. Jackson Drone, you too. Nice. All right, folks. I do got to get going though because it's a little bit after 5, and I know the stream was a little shorter than normal. Got started late, but I also don't want to stomp on original Dobo stream. So, yeah. Oh, Mark H. I know you're not suggesting the A7 R5. I assume you're talking about the A7 R5, Mark, because of my preference for the A7 IV. So I'm selling my A7 IV because I bought the A1. And I bought the A1. I did a whole thing about this earlier, but exactly, Brian. But I bought the A1 because I basically got to the point where I was like, I need one camera that does fantastic photos, fantastic video, everything in one body. Because when I'm flying in smaller craft and stuff, especially when I'm traveling a lot in those kinds of places, I really only can take one camera with me. I mean, literally there are times where it's like you have, like 10 pounds that you can bring with you. And so I have to really pare down my stuff. It's like a drone, one extra battery, and a camera, and the lens that's on the camera is all I can take. So I got the A7 or the A1 because the A7R5 is missing some of the features I need. It doesn't have a K30, mostly because it doesn't have 4K 120 and HD 240. That's why. The A7 IV, I think, still is probably the best option for hybrid shooters out there because of the video features and the price and the photo quality is excellent. But the A7R5, the only reason I didn't get it was because it was missing some of the video features that I really do need and use regularly. And I waited to buy the A1 till they announced what the A7R5 was going to have because I was like, well, if I don't need to buy an A1, then I don't need to buy an A1. But because they didn't put in the 4K 120, the HD 240, or the 8K 30 even, it counted it out for me. I think if you're doing mostly photo work, the A7R5, absolutely fantastic camera. But yeah. So thanks, Tom Henderson. And yes, Brian, that's exactly what I'm saying. All right, folks. For those of you in the US, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you have a great one. Be thankful, grateful, spend time with family and friends. That's what I'll be doing. And I'll be, reflecting on the just incredible things that I've been blessed to do this year And I'm very, very grateful for that. Jake, not from State Farm. Okay, that is the best screen name I have seen. I love it. And I'm also a little jealous because that joke goes around a lot, doesn't it? Anyway, yeah, next week, I don't know that I'll be able to stream next week because I'll be on a job in the lower 48 and I have no idea what I'll be doing. But if I can, I will. Probably be from a hotel room. Other than that, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being part of this channel. I deeply appreciate it. I hope you're getting a lot out of the last few videos I posted, especially the tutorial videos I posted. Got a really cool tutorial video coming about lighting interviews. Doesn't sound cool, but it's cool because I did the whole thing outside at night. So you definitely want to see that. And other than that, thank you. Be safe, be smart. I'll see you again soon in the next video. And thank you again. Cheers, everybody.